Hello, New Ulm, and welcome back to the newly reinstated monthly library update. I'm LeRoy, I'm in charge of adult programming, and this is Kathryn in charge of our youth and children's programming. And the star of today really is Miss Kathryn, because summer reading has started and she's got a lot going on. So I'll just let you dive right in.
Okay, so summer reading officially begins Monday, June 5th, today. And all you have to do to participate in the summer reading program is come in and pick up your reading log. We're asking that the kids who are in birth through 5th grade read 20 minutes a day, every day of the week. And if you're older than 5th grade, 6th grade, through going into your senior year of high school, you're going to be asked to read for half an hour each day. And you'll log that on your log or your calendar view as a teen. And you will visit us as a youngster once a week if you want to, but we know not everybody comes to the library once a week, so bring your log with you when you come to the library if you are in 5th grade or under, and we will stamp each week that you have participated with us. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. There's little surprises all along the way, which we won't get into now because we're going to tell you about that when you come and pick up your reading log anyway. We have a wonderful ending prize of a free book, a grand prize ticket. You get to help us choose something we'd like to purchase for the library for you to use while you're here, whether that's in a program or just upstairs in the children's room. And you get a free temporary tattoo and a sticker, because we always give those away. And our grand prize drawing will be drawn just a week after the end of summer reading, which is July 30th. You have a week from July 31st until August 5th to get your reading record all completed and into us. And after that, we'll do the grand prize drawings, and then you can come pick up your prizes and then enjoy the rest of your summer before school starts.
Miss Kathryn,
yeah.
I know some kids are going to have some questions. What counts as reading?
Well, so when I say birth through 5th grade, obviously there are some kids who are participating who don't read, but they are read to, and that is so important in early literacy that we count that. If you read poems, if you read a newspaper or a magazine, we want you to read what you like to read, because that's going to hold your interest and that's going to keep you going throughout the summer. You can read a book on a plane. You can read a book on a train. You can read a book in a car. You could read a book on the beach. You can read anywhere. Now, I'm not asking that you read the cereal box, but if you are read to as well, or you're reading to a younger sibling, that certainly counts. So, but there's no real designation, like it has to be nonfiction, it has to be fiction, it has to be something you want to read, and it should bring you a little bit of joy and happiness, something you want to do. Now, some kids listen to books, and I'm okay with that too. I'd like you to do some reading in there, because that is what's going to keep your skill up and alive. But listening to a book while you read it, that is wonderful for your comprehension, so that also counts, okay?
What if they go on vacation?
As I said, you could read in a car, you could read on a plane, you could read on a train, you could read on the beach, you could read it in the campground. You can read anywhere. Please, if you can't take your log with you, have Mom note on your phone, so when you get home, you can fill out your log and bring it in for us, all right?
And what's this year's theme?
This year's theme is Dig Into Reading. So it's all about bugs and dirt and fun. And so a lot of our activities that we do kind of center around that. We've got 3 classes, different age levels of STEM classes, and we're going to get down and dirty with dirt. So that's all I'm going to say. You just need to sign up and come. Those classes are registered classes because I need to know how many supplies. And there's a limit to how much I can do with how many kids at one time.
Yep, and so on the screen and then attached to the video, you'll see the library's phone number and the library's website that you can get in contact with the library to be able to register for those programs as they're coming up.
But we do have a lot of things that you can just come and do. So let's start with June 13th, which is a Tuesday afternoon. At 1 to 3, we have purchased the pool for you to come and swim in for free. So you just show up, need a bathing suit. If you're under 8, you need a parent in the water with you or a guardian or a babysitter, some adult. Don't grab one from the street. It should be someone you know. But that is open for you to do. We have a special Friday story time. So all of our little kiddos who are not old enough to go to, say, Creative Kids, that is kindergarten to first grade, those guys can come and do a story time and then do a little activity with us. Something they might do, a craft, or we are going to play with dirt. So,
And when is this month?
This is going to be June 9th. It starts at 10, we do a little story time, and then we move to a table and we'll do a little craft. And it'll be a dirt craft this time.
Okay.
We're going to help things grow. We have Friday afternoon movies on the 16th and the 30th from 2 to 4. We're going to show a movie upstairs in the children's room. Possibly, if too many people come, we'll move down here into the meeting room where we have our screen. But we serve popcorn. You bring your water. It's really hard to serve water here. But you can bring a water bottle and enjoy a movie. It's so warm right now. I don't think it's getting any cooler outside. So come on in and spend a couple hours in the afternoon with us watching an oldie but goodie. Children's movie, always a children's movie. So what else are we doing? Oh, on the 22nd, we have the Brian and Susan Project. It is known as the BS Project. I call it the Brian and Susan Project. The Brian and Susan are musicians. They are from St. Paul. And they have put together this incredible piece about Paul Bunyan and Babe the Big Blue Ox traveling down south to New Orleans. They meet a lot of friends along the way. They meet a lot of new sounds they've never heard musically. It's going to be a real fabulous show. It's no cost to you. We'll meet down here in the meeting room, and it'll just be a lovely performance for about 45 minutes. Starts at 4 o'clock. We are sponsoring a concert in the park. So Ralph Covert is a former rocker from, I think, Oak Park area in Chicago, and he has been doing children's music in a rock and roll fashion for 20 years now, I think. He's super cool, really great music. It is kids' music, but it's got a really good beat. It's really danceable. It's recognizable a little too. So anyway, he's going to be our concert in the park on Monday, June 19th, and that is from 7 to 8. It'll be in the amphitheater in German Park. Join us. There'll be a lot of people there who will be very surprised. It's more rock and roll than polka. But it'll be a lot of fun. We've got story time going on as per usual. So Monday morning at 10:30, we're enjoying story time with Miss Kathryn most of the month. One Monday this month, a music therapist is going to come and do story time for us. It's called Music, Movement, and Stories. Her name is, oh goodness, I'm so terrible with adult names. Anna de St. Croix. Sorry, Anna. She is, I know her baby's name. I know kids' names really well. Adults I have a lot of problem with. Anyway, she is going to be doing this musical story time for us. So I hope that you will come. She introduced herself to me and wanted to get involved with working with the community. I think this is a perfect venue for her to do that. So instead of meeting upstairs, because we are going to have some space to move around, we're going to meet in the meeting room in the basement, and she'll do story time Monday, June 19th. The other Mondays in June, I'll do story time upstairs in the children's area. We're going to do pajama party again every Wednesday evening, 6:30 in the children's room. Wear your jammies, bring a stuffy or a lovey, something that you like to cuddle with, and we'll be doing pajama party story time. It's one of my favorite things to do. Oh gosh, I've got Teen Tuesdays open too. Now that's a registered program. Obviously that's one of the STEM programs. And so we'll come in and we'll do all kinds of different crafts. We're making Tetris magnets. I'm thinking about a potato chip tasting event, maybe. And all of the classes, so Creative Kids meets Wednesday afternoons. It is registered. You do need to check out the calendar. That's kindergarten, first grade. The Wacky Wonders is second through fifth grade. And then teens are sixth through entering 12th grade. All of us on our last session, we're going to make our own ice cream. So you're going to want to come to that. You have to register for these because I have to know how many supplies, how much I need for everybody. And registration is limited to about 12 just because I can't handle it any more than that. It's very hard to do all the instructions and run from table to table to do that, help everybody out. So we do kind of limit it. That's it for June. It's a packed month. It's a lot of fun. I know you have the Pathfinder, the Teen Pathfinder role-playing, so you want to talk about that?
Sure. First of all, that's it. That's a great amount of awesome stuff to do.
Oh no, that's a lot. Yeah, no.
It's a lot.
It is.
Yeah, a great segue. So I guess a little bit of background, first of
Please.
all. So Pathfinder is a set of game rules, if you will, for playing an open-ended storytelling as a group. And so it provides you with a structure for the different people playing to interact and follow a story, make decisions to grow an experience and so forth. And we've had a Pathfinder group going for adults, which I'll talk about later, for a while. But we had a group of teens come and say, hey, we want to get started. And the group has grown a little bit, and they're starting to gain momentum. They have a lot of fun. I put together kind of a sandbox open world story for them to follow, where they have places where they have to really make some decisions and figure out how to work together and problem solve. But other than that, they get to choose how and what they interact with and where. And I got to say, they're all really creative and they have a lot of fun. And it's neat to see them making friends, and they laugh really loud. It's okay. We can do that in the library.
It is.
She can
it's
hear
fun
them up
to
in
hear.
children's.
I can
and I'm up in
sometimes.
teens.
I don't hear them in children, so I come downstairs, I can hear them.
Okay.
So I have enough noise in children's going on, and I love it. Let me say, I really do.
Yeah, so yeah, we have Teen Pathfinder. That's on Wednesday afternoons, usually about 2:30 in the afternoon, and we've got enough teens. We might start bringing food at some point. So that would always be good.
It's always good. And then something happens Tuesday evening here too.
Absolutely. Tuesday evenings from 6 until just before we close, the chess club meets. You can be any age you want to come to chess club. We have chess boards and the sets all set to go. It's led by a local retired gentleman named Bruce, who used to play chess professionally. And so he not only play games, but they also do like problem-solving exercises where they'll set up the board a certain way and they have to try to figure out what kind of move they need to make. And they do things like that as well. And so it's a lot of fun. And we've gotten people that are much older than me and people that are much younger than me. So, if you want to come and learn how to play or polish up your skills, by all means, come on down. We'd love to have you. That's Tuesday evenings, just about every week. Of course, not on the 4th of July because we're closed. But every Tuesday we've got chess club.
Cool.
And as far as adult programming goes, we have our 3 book clubs that meet each month. And they all have a regular schedule unless there's a holiday that kicks them around. But in June, they've all got the regular meetings. So on June 5th, today, Monday evening, is our Lit Wits book club. And they read just about anything. They've read fiction and nonfiction, classic literature, recently published books. And there's always a great discussion, a good variety of perspectives. And the one thing that everybody can agree on is if you hated the book, if you loved the book, they enjoyed the discussion about the book and got more out of it. And so that's something that people really enjoy. And so they usually meet the first Monday of the month. Our history book club, they meet a little bit earlier in the day on the third Tuesday of the month. So this month that's going to be on the 20th at noon. They meet here at the library. Bring your lunch, sure. But they meet for about an hour on the third Tuesday of the month at noon. This month, let's see, they're going to be discussing The School That Escaped the Nazis by Deborah Cadbury. It's really interesting. It's about a headmistress at a school in Germany who, after the Nazis started to take over education in the country, decided that she, with her teachers, would actually get all of their students in the entire school and smuggle them out of the country and get them to Britain and America. And so it's a really neat story. And so I'm looking forward to discussion on that one. And then our last book club that we have every month is our mystery book club. So if you love a good mystery, whether that's a cozy or it's a thriller, stay awake at night kind of a mystery, we have those going, and they meet on the last Monday of the month. So they'll be meeting on June 26th at 6:30 in the evening here at the library. And those are always a lot of fun. And this month they're reading, I think it's called When the Stars Went Dark. I might have that title wrong, but it's by Paula McLean. And of course, for all of these books, we have copies for checkout available at the circulation desk. So you don't have to try to hunt down your own copy or buy a copy. Just come down to the library. You can check out a copy, and then you're all set to go. And we try to get large print editions as well as audio editions for people who have different preferences for the way that they read.
And there's no sign up for book club.
Nope.
Just pick up the book, read the book, and join the discussion.
Yep, you can come whenever you're able to.
Perfect.
And then we also have a monthly poetry group that meets. And before you start thinking about, berets in the corner of a cafe, it's not that kind of poetry group. Right? But for poetry group, they meet once a month on the second Monday of the month in the evening at 6:30. And people just bring 2, 3, or 4 poems that they have read recently, or maybe not so recently, that they want to share. It could be their own work. It could be from a famous poet. It could be from an unknown poet. But just bring a couple poems and share them. We just go around in the group and take turns sharing poems and have a nice, really relaxed discussion about it. It's a lot of fun.
Cool. And then, is there a special visit this month?
There is. So we had him here last fall, but he's got 2 new books published. And partly because of his profession, I think he's got lots of material to work with to do that. We've got author and forensic psychologist Frank Weber coming back to the library on Monday, June 19th. So if you're not ready to get your dance on down at the park, you can instead come to the library and get a lie detector test. He'll have a demonstration. So bring a friend, volunteer them for the lie detector test.
No, I'm torn. I have to be at the concert, and I'd rather be.
It's okay, because we try with, whenever we have our visits with adult programming, we try to get them recorded with NewCat so that they're available on the library's YouTube channel. So if you missed it in person, just head on over to the library's YouTube channel, which is linked from the library's main page on our website, and you can be able to watch a whole bunch of different things that we've had in the past. But Frank Weber's going to be back. He's got 2 new books out. He is a forensic psychologist that works with the BCA here in Minnesota, and so he writes true crime novels, so fictionalized versions of actual cases that have happened. And so he will talk about his new books, talk about the actual cases they're based on. It's fascinating stuff. And he'll be here at the library. You'll be able to purchase copies of his books if you want. And again, there's that lie detector test. So, bring a friend down for that. But otherwise, we have a bunch of other great regular programs that happen as well. As we mentioned before, Chess Club is for all ages. We have a needleworking group that meets here at the library. They are a fun bunch. They meet the first and third Wednesday of every month. And so that'll be on the 7th and on the 21st. And they meet in the morning. They come in about when we open at 9:30, and they stay to around noon or a little bit after, but you can come and go whatever time works for your schedule, and just bring your needleworking project. It's not a class to learn how, but if you have a project that you're working on, come, enjoy a quiet space, some nice conversation, and some air conditioning, and you can come and join the needleworking group for that. We also have a genealogy club that meets at the library once a month, and they meet on the 3rd Thursday of the month here at the library at 6:30, unless we take a field trip. And we are planning one in a couple months. We're going to go over to the archives over at the Brown County Historical Society to take a look at the way their genealogical records are structured and what they've got available. But yeah, the Genealogy Club, if you are interested in your family history and wanting to learn more about them, or if you're already doing research or you want to find out what resources are out there, because technology has made it so much easier for people to do now.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you want to learn about any of those things, by all means, come on down, join the Genealogy Club. They're a fun group. We have food there too, usually. Earlier I had mentioned the Pathfinder group. We have an adult Pathfinder group that meets, and they just had their 94th session. So they have almost been going for 2 years now.
Oh, my goodness.
And so these are people that were complete strangers to each other before they decided to give it a try. Some of them had never played before. Some had some experience playing before. And they're a great group of friends now. One of them has helped another one find a job. There's just been some great things that have been built. So if you want to try something new, try something unique, make some new friends, by all means, Tuesday afternoons at 4:15 is when we play Pathfinder. I'll be there to help, and they're all really good at being helpful and getting you into the game and learning how to play if you're totally new to it. So don't worry about that. But
Sounds like fun. Now, is the New Ulm Film Society still happening?
oh, they are, yes. How could I forget the New Ulm Film Society? Because they're going to meet right here. Now, they have their new series on the history of special and visual effects.
Yes, last time was
The Wizard of Oz, yes.
which is a treat.
Yeah, which was a lot of fun. And so this month, second Tuesday of the month, so that's going to be on the 13th, yes, June 13th, we are going to be watching the classic from the 1950s, Forbidden Planet. So make sure that you come and check that out. Film Society always does a great job of bringing in all sorts of great, interesting facts and things about the movie. And specifically this time, we're looking at those special effects, which is always cool. And of course, we have snacks. So, come on down for movie date on Tuesday night. Enjoy a fun movie, and we'll be happy to see you there.
So the one thing I noticed that wasn't on the calendar is the art group.
Yes, the art group and our Civil War Roundtable, they take hiatus for the summer.
Okay.
And so they'll meet back up again in September, so stay posted for those when they come back around. They'll start back up back then.
Perfect.
So.
All right.
But I'm not sure how you thought we did, but this is, we're getting started again, and we hope that you enjoy these updates from the library each month, and we would love to see you down here at the library. If you're not able to come to the library, take a look at what we have going on. We do have curbside pickup here at the library, so if you don't have time to come in and browse, or you're going on a trip or whatnot, give the library a call. We can grab your books for you, get them checked out on your account, and have them waiting for you by the door, and you can grab them and go. So we do offer that service as well. So we will see you next time here on the monthly update at the library, and we'll see you again.
Thanks for joining us.